broke through. This year will be a year of breakthrough, just like the dollar broke through that range. As you can see, the range is this one in the green rectangle. So the dollar index has been ranging around there because there's a resistance somewhere around here. All right, so there was a resistance, the dollar index struggled, and then it finally broke through. So for those of you who have struggled in trading, just like the dollar index, I speak into your life that you're going to break through. Don't mind me. So dollar index is out of that level. So we're looking at it that it's going to possibly return just a retest of that level and then continue back upwards, or it's going to start targeting this next resistance right here. All right, remember in the previous days we marked a couple of resistance that the dollar index would face on its way upward, and then this is one of it. It has cleared it. This is the next one. All right, so the dollar index will be looking to take out this level. Now, this is the daily time frame. As you all know, on the monthly and the weekly time frame, the dollar index is clearly bullish. So we're seeing a resumption in the bullish trend of the higher time frame from the daily time frame. So going into today, personally, I want to see some retracement because the dollar index violently broke above this level. It even created a volume imbalance while it was doing so. So we may see the dollar index trade a little bit into this level, this previous resistance, just a retest. You know, when you blow, sometimes you go and visit your old compound, right? So the dollar index may come back into this place and then trade all the way up here. So this is one outlook for the dollar today. All right, so we may see the dollar index trade into this level and then continue its journey upwards. Unless it goes all the way upwards, this is what we may see in the coming days of this week. Today being Wednesday, we may see the midweek reversal of the dollar index trading into this level and then shooting back upwards. Okay, so that is the first outlook for the two outlooks for the dollar. Either it goes all the way up or returns here. All right, we've said it like 3 or 4 times now so that everyone would understand it clearly. So this is from the daily time frame. Looking at the 4-hour time frame. All right, so this is the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, the structure starts to look a little clearer on the 4-hour time frame. So we're seeing the dollar index resting off a very large fair value gap, and then there is a mitigation block. Well, no, it's a breaker block on the 4-hour time frame. There's a breaker block right here where the dollar index is resting from. So that may be a good place for the dollar index to retrace from. All right, so that's a good place for the dollar index to retrace from. Okay, so that is what I'm looking out for the dollar index today. If I keep seeing bullish momentum on the dollar index, then I'll be going long on the US dollar. But if I see any sign of exhaustion on the dollar index, like I'm seeing that it's struggling, the candlesticks are becoming smaller and it's not getting momentum to go upwards, then I'll be looking to go short after I see my bearish confirmation on the dollar index. Okay, so I'll be preparing to go short on the dollar if I see bearish confirmation. Else, I'll be continuing the bullish run of the dollar all the way to this place. I want to buy the dollar all the way to this place. If it's buying, if it's selling, I want to sell to this place and then continue buying. I hope that is clear. Okay, so that being said, we're going to look at other foreign currencies or major currency pairs. That is the Euro USD and the GBP USD. Okay, so the Euro is beginning to look very clear as we are now seeing that it is, 1 second. Okay, so the Euro is looking clearer as we're seeing it break structure on the 4-hour time frame. But before we do that, we can just look at the daily time frame for a quick reference. Now, on the daily time frame, you can see that the Euro is no longer looking interested in going upwards. Okay, so it has cleared that long wick that was created by NFP about 2 weeks ago. All right, so it's showing us that it's clearly interested in going down. Now it has traded into a fair value gap. Remember, on the daily time frame, the Euro is clearly bullish. Remember that, okay, until it breaks this low. Now, seeing that it's in a fair value gap, we may see it give us some retracements because of how long it took to break this low, we may see some retracement before it continues going downwards. Okay, so for me on the euro, I'm clearly bearish on the hourly time frame. On the daily time frame, it's looking very bullish, so my bearishness is going to be short term. All right, so I want to see the euro trade off this fair value gap, at least give us a reaction. This is a point of interest. All right, so we want to see it give us a reaction here, which will be maybe a short-term buy all the way here and then continue going short. We're going to see more data on that on the 4-hour time frame. So this is the 4-hour time frame. You can see how that the euro cleared all this diagonal liquidity. Remember, 2 days ago we showed you diagonal liquidity and horizontal liquidity residing on the euro, stating that it's going to either clear the one on the top or the one on the bottom. So we are seeing sell signatures on the euro. All right, so it sold all the way to clear all this liquidity. Now that it has cleared them, it should get some rest. Okay, after the long fight, it should get some rest, and that rest is going to come in terms of a retracement that we'll see all the way to this level. So a quick thing that we're going to do to be able to take advantage of that, if you are a scalper, you may be looking to go long on the euro from here to here when you flip the swing, so that you see where it's possibly going to retrace to. Once you flip the swing, now you can mark the 50 and the 61 and then 78.6 levels. So I'll be thinking I want to see the euro buy into any of these levels from 50 to 61 to 78. Okay, so I want to go long on the euro as a scalp. All right, I want to scalp the euro upwards to around those 50, 61 or 78.6 levels. My stop is going to be very tight, nothing more than 20 pips, sometimes maybe even lower. All right, 20 pips and below, I want to buy the euro into any of these levels. All right, seeing how it sold violently to the downside, it created what some people will call sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. We want to see the euro trade into at most maybe 78.6 level. All right, so I want to scalp euro USD as we buy to this place when everything is clear. When I see up to at least 2 confluences, all right, at least 1 confluence rather. All right, 2 things that will show me that euro USD is ready to buy. You can quickly look at the 1 hour and maybe even the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, so the 1 hour time frame is not showing us any sign of readiness. The 15 minutes time frame, okay. So if I see the euro close above here, above this line, not this structure now. If I see the euro close above this structure and retest, give me a retest, I'll be looking to go long on the euro all the way to possibly this place here. Let me take these lines off so that we'll have fewer lines on the chart. So I'll be looking to see the euro trade all the way up here, 1.09258. That's what I'll be looking to buy the euro to. Okay. Then I see good entry signatures. I would be going long on the euro to this level. It's a scalp, guys. So if you know you're not good at scalping, or the strategy you are trading does not favor scalping, then you rather just stay out, wait for price to retrace into some premium level, and then you go short. All right. So remember, we are short on euro USD based on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so that is that for the euro USD. I hope that is clear. So let's look at GBP USD quickly. On the daily time frame, GBP USD is still showing us that it will need to close below this what do you call it now, below this low right here. GBP USD needs to close below this low for us to confirm bearishness. So on the daily time frame, we'll still say that GBP USD is bullish, but on the 4-hour time frame, we've seen that price has clearly closed below that point. Okay, price has clearly closed below this point. So I'm bearish, fully bearish on GBP USD. All these buys you're seeing now, there's just a retracement. Okay, and then the GBP CPI came out this morning, so we're not able to take advantage of the buy quick enough. All right, so I wanted to buy the GBP USD somewhere around this line right here, but it left me in a hurry. All right, so I'll just wait for the GBP USD to retrace, and I can flip this level from this high right here to this low. And I'll be looking for GBP USD to trade into some premium level. Okay, so you can see one of the points that I marked yesterday resonates with 50% of the FIB. So that's going to be a good confluence if GBP USD trades into it. There's 1.26914. 1.26914. I want to see the GBP USD trade into this level, 1.26914 or 1.27200 level, around this area. I want to see this buy of GBP USD all the way to this place. Once it gets into this place, I'll start looking for my sell signature on GBP USD. Let me take this off so we have fewer things to see. Okay, so this is where I'm expecting GBP USD to trade into. Let me mark it with once GBP USD is inside this rectangle, I'll be looking to go short. All right, anywhere around this rectangle, let me indicate it as red for sell. Okay, so I'm looking to go short on the GBP USD around this level. Okay, so I'll just patiently wait for GBP USD to get here and then go short on it. All right, so this is all for GBP USD. Clearly on the 1 hour time frame, we have the same bias for GBP USD. Okay, so all these buys is to grab liquidity into this level. There are fair value gaps there. There are other blocks around that region. There is a mitigation block around that region too. So I would want to see the GBP USD trade into this level, and then I'll go short after a bearish confirmation. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Dollar index, we are long, expecting a retracement. On the Euro USD, we are going short, expecting a retracement to the upside, which we want to take advantage of if we can patiently wait and see good structure to the upside. On GBP USD, we are not going to try and buy this this bullish retracement. Instead, we are waiting for it to get to premium level, and then we sell. I hope that is clear. All right, so quickly we're going to be looking at gold and then the yen basket before we wrap up today.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, good morning. Now let's quickly take just a brief review of our analysis yesterday. Yesterday, we said even since Monday that Monday, Tuesday, we are looking forward to sell gold. Like we need to short gold. Gold is definitely going to short. And if you look at our markup, this is the markup here. And let's see it on 4 hours. Yes, we can see it on 4 hours where we intend to short it to. I'm coming, please. All right. Yes, you can see it on 4 hours. This is the analysis where we intend to short gold to. Why? Because we already see on the daily time frame that yes, we are bullish. However, we still expect some pullback, and the pullback should be into this fair value gap here. And also, we are also seeing another block here. If we truly want to resume the buy, then price should retrace. You get it now into all this level, and that is what we have been seeing, playing out in the market since Monday and also yesterday. Just like yesterday morning, when we're doing analysis, the signature has not yet printed. So, but in the afternoon, we could see clearly how it showed up. You see that? Let me show you on 5 minutes, 15 minutes rather. Now, if you look at this yesterday afternoon, we see gold, shot all the way to the downside, and we see this happen. If you now come to 5 minutes or lower time frame more than that, you definitely will see your entry there. Great. So if you've been looking at this, can you see this? So yesterday there was a clean entry in the evening. First, see it. So this is a very clean move to sell all the way to the downside, and that delivers about almost 200 pips yesterday. And even if you are the type who is also been looking forward to it right from the morning too, you definitely would have seen somewhere to enter too. You get it now. But going forward this week, this day rather, today, we are still looking at gold. After this retracement, where it is now is more like where we are going to see a pullback, like a continuation of the bullish trend where it is now. Although it has not really cleared this level, so we need to be very, very mindful of price, clearing this level. Can you see it? This low here. So there's liquidity below this level here. You get it now. So you should be very, very careful of that, so that allow price to clear liquidity. Liquidity just gathered here. Can you see it? Is it one? There's another one. There's another one. So price is, approaching that level again. So before you look out to buy, just wait to see price, clear this low first. After price clears this low, then you can now buy to the upside. Does that make sense now? Great. So that is the overlook on gold for this morning. Now for the yen basket, let's take a look at the yen basket briefly. Great. Now, looking at the yen basket, we can see clearly where price is right now. Great. You see, yesterday we're expecting price to come all the way into this level, this strong resistance that was broken now for it to become a strong support. Now price is there right now, and we expect it to turn back to the upside. You can see our markup. Can you see it right from this level? We expect yen basket to short all the way to this level, then turn from this level to the upside. So now yen basket has gotten to our POI where we are looking to long it back again, which implies that from this level we are looking to short yen correlated pairs if the the signature is there. Get the points now? The entry signature, if you see it there, we can easily short them because yen basket has gotten to our POI. However, just make sure you see a proper structure for a sell on the yen correlated pairs before you take your sell. Do you get that now? Make sure you see a proper structure, because looking at it right now, you can see clearly yen has already gotten to our POI where we expect it to turn back to the upside. And that's what is happening right now. You can see that right now. Now on the 4-hour time frame, you can see clearly on the 4-hour time frame. Great. Now look at the 4-hour time frame. Remember, on the 4-hour time frame, we said this is the level we mark right from the daily time frame. However, there's an order block here on the 4-hour time frame, which price may still come all the way to before it reacts back, and we can see it. Can we all see it here? This is it. Can you see that? So price may tap with a wick into that, then continue moving all the way to the upside. However, we are in a zone where we expect the yen to turn back and continue its buy move. Remember, from the weekly time frame, That was what is giving us a clear move. Okay, we want to see the yen buy. Can you see it now? Because we saw this structure shift. However, price pull back all the way again into that zone. But we are seeing on 4-hour where price is actually looking to touch. Where, yes, you see this now. That's where price is actually looking to short into, then resume its bullish trend again. And we'll see it now. So yen correlated pairs, you may want to look out to short it. Just let's look at GJ, what is going on GJ. GJ should have, you see, light extraordinary. And you see it now. So it just what you just want to wait and see. If you look at it, let's take a look very well at it now. Price has come and tapped into this. Can we see this? Look at where price is currently. All right. Now you can see this is where price is currently. Price is currently inside this fair value gap, and we can see clearly what is really happening there. You see, this is where price is currently now. So all we should look out for on GJ now is if you are going to see a clear lower time frame sell structure, then we can short it. We can short it down to the continue to just join the sell, anticipating the yen to buy to the upside. You get the point now. So that is what we are looking at on GJ. All right. Now, for someone trading UJ, you may also want to look at, okay, what's going on UJ right now? You are going to see on UJ because we can see the long rally of the dollar yesterday. So UJ is just up to the moon. You see it now, up to the moon. And because of also, you can see clearly that the yen basket is also weak, selling to the downside. That gives UJ more momentum to the upside. But if you are looking to short it, probably let's see it on the daily time frame. Now, if you look at it on the daily time frame, great. Looking at it on the daily time frame now, there is high tendency price may want to just, tap into this. Look at, there is a clean zone here. This is a fair value gap here, while at the same time, there's liquidity here that price can still come and clear and just see a sharp move to clear this level. Also remember where yen basket is still going on the 4-hour, the other block on the 4-hour where the yen basket is still selling to. So that may cause UJ to tap all the way to clear this level and tap into this fair value gap. Then you can easily short it again to the downside. Does that make sense now? So that is it on the yen correlated pair and also for gold. Good morning, sir.
I can't. Have you unmuted me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Good morning, team. How are you guys today?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Fantastic. So, like you have all said, from a sentiment perspective, the long-awaited dollar rally that has been accumulating, we've been seeing a range for days. It finally happened, started day before yesterday night, Monday night into Tuesday morning, Asian session on Monday. So now we're seeing all the pairs trying to lose value for the dollar. But like you rightly said, where it has entered now, anything can really happen. Except you use the higher time frame to tell a story. But where it has entered, anything can really happen. We can see price pulling back all the way after breaking that previous swing. Yes, exactly. So if we follow our box strategy, we see the shoulder. We see the shoulder in September. There's a shoulder in September where you have order block. The 3 red candles that interrupted September are pullback. That's a shoulder there. Exactly, that's a shoulder there. That's another shoulder. Above it, 5 days later. You don't have to mark it with a box, just circle it as a shoulder. You can see the shoulder, right?
Yeah.
Then there's a shoulder above it too. That's also a shoulder. The top of that place is a shoulder too. And of course, the most recent shoulder, which was formed the middle of October, mid-October, all the way up, which is the clearest shoulder. No, not that one. No, that's not the shoulder. Go to the right, to the left. Yes, that's the shoulder. So you see 3 shoulders. Why did I call those other 2 shoulders? Because we saw that there was a swing above it and then a swing to the downside. So based on shoulders, like you rightly marked, we can see the dollar trying to retrace. We have a fair value gap at 105. We have another fair value gap at 103.44, which price has tapped into. We don't know, price may reach into above 104.90 levels, tap into that level, and then collapse all the way down. Exactly. If it does that, it's going to create real problems. It's going to create real problems after that move because there will be a shoulder to the upside and there would have been a break of structure, meaning this current up move that we're seeing, this current up move since the 9th that is going up, will now be the liquidity sweep of the shoulder that came end of December. So that will really create issues. But of course, you can now tell your story using fundamentals. You can tell your story using sentiments. And you can tell your story the day you want to enter using a lower time frame box. And also for those of you who are exploring it, you can also use maybe the footprint chart or depth of market, delta, to know where prices is going eventually. But whatever the case may be, if you are trading sentiment, you know how to just watch sentiment to see what sentiment is doing. Right now, we see serious moves. I'm expecting the GBP USD. I took a trade yesterday, day before, GBP USD. So I'm expecting the GBP USD to sell. I'm expecting it to sell. And if you look at it, exactly, you've marked it already on the 1 hour or whatever time frame. You can see the box, you can see the shoulder, you can see this. Okay, exactly. So exactly, I'm looking for it to sell above 1.2720 levels to turn that into a flip zone, because we don't see any clear flip zone there. All right. So I'm looking for a sell somewhere around there. I'm also looking at that very long shoulder that was formed on the 16th yesterday. Exactly, that's the shoulder.
This.
No, yeah, exactly, that's the shoulder. That's the sweep, that's the break of structure back into that level. So sentiment will play a very big role in telling you what to do. Sentiment will play a very big role. So today, I'm really looking at sentiment and I'm looking at headlines to see where price eventually wants to go. I'm also looking at FinVs to see what theme is driving the markets. Are we having RORO, risk on, risk off? Are we having dollar dump or dollar demand? Are we having some sort of portfolio rebalancing? Are we having a safe haven play? So those are the things I'm looking for to tell me where the market can likely go. All right. With regards to the major moves today, we're seeing the crosses, commodity crosses having major significant moves. We're seeing the yen pair being dumped across board. Yen pair is being dumped across board. You can see GBP JPY, Euro JPY, and the likes breaking structure to the upside, showing us that the yen is very weak. So I want to see if that is going to give us some sort of risk on sentiment. If they are dumping the yen, which is a safe haven, does that mean that there is risk on? So these are some of the things I'm looking for while trying to tell a story. Remember, if you can't tell the story of what is happening in a currency pair, don't bother trading it, because you may just get all your stops being hit. All right? So make sure you can tell the story. Make sure you can tell the story. Now, if the yen pairs do a reversal to the downside, if they do a sharp reversal to the downside, that means they will have formed shoulder. And then if they break to the downside, breaking 184 spots, 70 levels to the downside, then that means we are looking clearly at a sell. So those of you who have made money this week already based on yesterday and day before yesterday's moves, you may want to preserve your capital and not take any trades until the market is very clear. Those of you that are still looking for trades, you may want to do GBP USD short. Why? All the other pairs have have formed lower lows, but GBP USD has not formed clear lower lows on the daily. Let's see that, and then I wrap up my own commentary. Daily GBP USD on the daily. All right, on the daily. All right, you can see that on the daily, he's still respecting the lows.
Yeah.
He's still respecting the lows. Let's see AUD USD. AUD USD. AUD USD. AUD USD has cleared its own lows. You can see it has cleared its own lows within that same period of time, and is even trying to clear the second set of lows. Let's see NZD USD. Same thing for NZD USD. It has cleared the lows, the daily lows in that region. Let's see Euro USD. Same thing for Euro USD. It just cleared its own lows. So let's go back to GU. You see why I say you may be looking to short GU? Do you understand it now? Because GU has not cleared its own lows. So any pullback into that fair value gap, look for sentiment, look for structure, look for depth of market or footprint charts, and then follow it to the downside. That's the trade I'm waiting for today. If you have questions for me, kindly ask. If you have questions for me, kindly ask before I hand over to my team back at the floor. No question? All right, over to you, Chairs and
That is when I saw on the DSY, the
okay.
weekly time yesterday, and this is it. Look at this shoulder pattern formed, this sweep, break,
Yes.
and a back move here. Open, would that mean DSY wants to really rally?
Yes, that's a possibility. But if you notice, there's an FU candle. There's an FU candle because you are only looking at that shoulder and the possibilities. Take it all the way. You see there's a range.
Yeah.
There's a range since May of 2023, exactly. It has frustrated the buyers.
Yeah.
It has frustrated the sellers. So if you expand it long enough, you know it can go anywhere.
Yeah.
But if you look at just that place that it is in, because you know you put dollar sign above that there's liquidity there, right? But there's also a fair value gap at 38.20. Abi?
Yes.
So now it can tap into that fair value gap and do what?
Well, that's right.
Exactly. And break 100 level that formed in June. Then you now have your shoulder from May, middle of May. You have your shoulder for May. No, the high, all the way, exactly. That will now be your shoulder. Then the top will be your sweep. Then if it breaks below, that will now be your
deep back, then pull again to.
Exactly. So be very careful. Be
Yeah.
very careful. So that's why I said we're now looking at headlines, sentiment, interest rate play to see what wants to happen on the dollar. If there is a rate cut, then that DXY is coming down. If there is a rate cut, there will be no demand for the dollar. That DXY is coming down. So you can look out for the next FOMC to just have an idea of where price can really get to. I hope this is helpful. I'm not seeing feedback. I hope it's helpful. So when the technicals don't line up, you look at sentiment, you look at fundamentals, global macro, you look at things like footprint chart, volume, delta analysis, you look at things like FU candles, grab of liquidity, frustrate sellers, frustrate buyers, and you just wait and be patient. One of the ways you know you are becoming a better trader is when you can wait more. One of the ways you know you are becoming a better trader, a more mature trader, is when you can wait more. You wait for entries, and when you get your entries, you wait to enjoy the move. All right. Thank you very much. Over to you guys back on the floor. Cheers and God bless.
Thank you, sir. All right, guys. Thank you. This will be the end of today's TDA. Remember, our ATM cash flow training is starting on the 24th of this month. Make sure you enroll. The price is 100,000 naira. And also, our FS Bootcamp is also available for 125,000 naira. And at the same time, our value flow models are available too, 150,000 naira. You can reach out to us on our social media handle, and at the same time, yeah, thank you. And at the same time, we also have our WhatsApp line to be posted here. Make sure you reach out to us. We have the Sunshine Scalping Plus 260,000 and the ATM Android ATM Plus, which is for 30,000 naira. And we still have your prop passing service available. And remember, we said yesterday, for those who have prop accounts, we have a better and sweet offer coming up soon. Just watch out on our social media and before the end of this week, you're going to get the news. It's going to be a very great one to help and to work with people. So watch out for that on our social media handles. And also probably on Friday, we also share it here too, because it's going to be a very, short opportunity. We won't take a lot of things in, but don't let me break it out now. When you see the information, you are going to enjoy it. You get the point. So make sure you reach out to us for any of our services, and we are always here available to be of help to you. Thank you, cheers, and God bless. See you tomorrow morning, 8:30 is the time. Thank you. Yes, our social media handle page, you'll see it on the chat box. Just follow us on Instagram and also the traders on the floor to be posted here right now on the chat box. Make sure you follow us and you'll get the best value for that. Thank you, cheers, and God bless.